Is there a better day for a cyclist than new bike day? I don't believe there is, and that's what I'm going to show you guys in this video. I want to take a quick second to give a huge shout out to MBO for the awesome kit that you'll see me wearing during this video. They are not sponsoring this video whatsoever, nor is this an agreement. I'm simply just shouting out a company that produces great cycling kits, and I'm just simply a big fan of not only the looks, but more importantly the feel. If you like what you see or want to take a look at what they have, go visit their online store. I will link it down in the description. Thanks MBO for providing me with this kit and for what you guys do for the sport as well. Alright guys, so let's do a quick bike check. And like I said before, this is not exactly how you get this bike out of the showroom floor. So this is the SLR frame, the 900 OCLV. This is a Project 1, but this colorway I didn't order this colorway. I didn't make it myself. You just get it. This is one of their standard ones, which I think honestly this one and the white is the best colorway that they have. The reason why I'm showing you the bike, and I'll show you the weight at the end, is because this is not how you'll get it out of the showroom floor. There's a lot of different parts that I put on here when I build this bike. And I guess we can start at the front. This is the Madone XR wheel set. I've been testing this wheel set for them for a couple of months now, and I have Continental GP 5000s on it. These are 30 millimeters. This is a 40 front and a 45 rear. So a perfect wheel set for this bike if you're going to do some climbing races and things like that. I have Ultegra 8170 shifters, crankset, but this is a Dura Ace 5440. Ultegra does not make a 54 size chainring. So because I live in Florida and I'm flat, like I said, the weight is not really that important, but I'll still show you guys, at least for me it's not, but I'll show you guys at the end. I know some of you will be interested. So I got Ultegra shifters. Like I said, I don't think, as far as I know, the Ultegra shifters and Dura Ace, the only difference is the material that they're made out of. That's why the Dura Ace is a little bit lighter. But as far as the boards inside, the servo motors, everything is exactly the same. So unless you're getting paid to ride your bike or a team is buying this bike for you, I don't see why I would need Dura Ace. I'm perfectly fine with Ultegra. I got the Sioma power pedals. I got some pretty light Bontrager OCLV carbon bottle cages. I don't have the aero bottle cages on this bike. I might try it out later, to be honest. But as now, I just have regular bottles. It's supposed to make the bike faster. That's what they say. That's what Trek claims. As far as the handlebar, this is 39 at the top, 42 at the bottoms. I'm waiting for my computer mount. It hasn't come in yet. I think it comes in tomorrow. And the little cover that goes right here to cover all of this. So that's why I have my computer right here. As far as the saddle, this is the Elius Pro. This is the one with the carbon rails. It's a pretty light saddle. It's 135, I want to say. And it weighs about 180 grams, so it's pretty light. Like I said, back here, the Madone XR 45. And another thing is this bike comes with two 160 millimeter rotors. That's how you'll get it from the from Trek, from the store. I didn't use the spacer that goes right here, and I went with the 140 because, like I said, I live in Florida, it's flat, so I don't need the 160 on the back. And then I got a 160 millimeter rotor in the front, and that's pretty much it. The colorway, I think it looks pretty nice. There's the ISO flow back here, and I gotta say, one of the first things that I noticed, so I'm coming off a generation 6 Madone, so I'd never ridden a gen 7, so I came straight from the 6 to this one. One of the first things I noticed is obviously you don't have that, forgot what Trek calls it, but this feels a lot more compliant, and out of the saddle the bike feels really lively and stiff. I don't know if it has to do with this all being one piece compared to the Gen 6, where this right here, the seat post was separate from the frame itself. So I mean, I'm not sure. Aside from that, another thing I noticed is the way you sit on the bike. It feels like you're way more over the front end because you don't have a setback on the seat post. The seat post, that's kind of how every bike is now with the like the SL7 and most SL8, I'm sorry. Most new bikes, this is how they are. They have a zero offset seat post. So when you're on the saddle, it feels like you're a lot more over the front end and you can get a lot lower. That's what I noticed so far. I mean, I only done about 3 rides on this bike. Saturday I did about 60 miles. I had a VO2 workout. Sunday I did another Zone 2, about 60 miles. And then today. So I'm gonna do a full-on review of this bike once I actually put more miles on it and see what I think about it compared to my SL6. And I also wanna do like a speed test. I want to see if this bike really is faster than a full-on aero bike, because like I said, I live in Florida, so aero here is more important than actually, you know, the weight of the bike. The weight is significantly different. This bike weighs about, I think, more over 2 pounds lighter than my Generation 6. But that is it. I mean, it's a beautiful bike. The colorway is absolutely incredible.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
A few moments later.
If I told you guys that all the footage that you just watched, including this one that you're watching right now, it was all recorded within a 1 hour span, you probably wouldn't believe me unless you live in Florida yourself. But anyways, I told you guys I'll show you the weight of the bike, and some things that I did forgot to mention on the bike check is that I do have a ceramic speed bottom bracket, which is actually a few grams, actually not few, a couple of grams heavier than the T47 bottom bracket that comes stuck on this bike if you get it from Trek. But the performance gain of this ceramic speed bottom bracket is so huge that, I mean, like weight is not even a concern at all. I also forgot to mention that I'm using a Dura Ace wax chain, and because I'm running a 5440 front chainring, the chain is actually a little bit longer than if I would be running a 5236. So the point being that this bike can easily be under 16 pounds or 7.2 kilograms if I so desire. Also, the Asioma power pedals are my go-to pedals because I love their accuracy, but they are a little bit heavier. But like I said, I'm in Florida, so weight is not really a concern. If it wasn't because I'm testing this wheel set for my Gene, I would absolutely be running something a little bit deeper, and I will once I'm done with the test, and the video is actually coming very soon to the channel. I just really like how the bike looks, and more importantly how it rides. When I do go to 6 cap in a few weeks time, I will switch back to the 5236 and a shorter chain, so that will bring the weight down closer to maybe, I don't know, 16 pounds, maybe under. I'll definitely make sure you know, that I'll let you guys know where that ends up, but I'll be using lighter pedals, and I can switch over to a single-sided 4i power meter, which definitely will bring the weight down compared to the Asioma power pedals. Thank you guys for watching. Go down in the comments and give me your thoughts on this bike build, the colorway, and what would you guys do differently if you could build this bike from scratch as well, depending on where you would ride it at. A lot of great content on the way, guys, I promise. And if you enjoyed this video, then a like and a subscribe is highly appreciated. It really helps out the channel more than you can imagine. And with that, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.